Hey guys, you're in a nutshell with me, Ina. Katulad ko ba, binabantayan nyo rin itong development between the US and Canada? Specifically, yung mga banta ni US President Donald Trump. Grabe no, hindi niya talaga tinatantanan ang Canada. Seryoso daw siya sa kanyang kagustuhan na maging bahagi ng Amerika ang Canada. Gusto niya maging 51st state ng US ang Canada. Kayong mga nasa Canada, no, yung mga citizens, game ba kayo doon? Game ba kayo? Gusto niyo ba maging US citizen? Ang sabi ni Trump, naku, gustong-gusto ng mga Canadian daw yan. Magugustuhan daw ng mga Canadian dahil bababa ang tax. Magaganda daw ang healthcare services. Mga ganun, Game ba kayo doon? Let me know sa comment section. Ako, sa totoo lang, first time I heard that, it sounded outrageous to me. I really thought he wasn't serious. I thought it was a joke. He was sarcastic. Parang ganun ba? Really, it is an outrageous idea for me. That at this day and age, a world leader, not to mention from the US, a world leader would come out with those types of pronouncements, basically saying na parang aariin niya ang another sovereign nation. Diba? Grabe naman. But anyway, here we are. He says he is serious. And nakakagulat yung ilang mga sinasabi niya tungkol sa Canada ngayon. Insulting, in a way Let me show you. Isa po niyang tweet ito. Ayan. Okay. I see Medyo nakaka-insulto yata sa Canada naman ito. Sabi niya, we pay hundreds of billions of dollars to subsidize Canada. Sabi niya, why? There is no reason. We don't need anything they have. We have unlimited energy. We should make our own cars and have more lumber than we can ever use. Without this massive subsidy. FYI guys, i-fact check nyo mali ang sinasabi niyang subsidy. But anyway, sige. Sabi niya, without this massive subsidy, Canada ceases to exist as a viable country. Harsh but true. Therefore, Canada should become our cherished 51st state. Ito na nga, much lower taxes and far better military protection for the people of Canada and no tariffs. Grabe, no? Hindi po tama yung sinasabi niyang sinasubsidize ng Amerika ang Canada. Ang tinutukoy po niya ay yung trade deficit, kumbaga. Yung kinikita ng Amerika kumpara sa Canada patungkol sa trade nila. Okay, that's not subsidy. But anyway, akalain mo, here he is implying na kung wala ang Amerika, Canada will cease to exist. Wow, what an insult sa totoo lang to Canadians. But if there's anything good that has come out from all this, I'd say it would be, pag-usapan ko na to in an episode before. Tumataas, ramdam ngayon ng mga Canadians ang kanilang nationalism ba, pagiging patriotic. Okay, surveys are now saying that Canadian pride is up. Okay, amidst itong mga banta ni Trump. Kumbaga siguro nagkakaisa ngayon ng mga Canadian para labanan at labanan ng anumang banta na hinaharap ng kanilang bansa at, protect their country. I will show you a report about this. Yeah, this is from CTV News. Ang title, Canadian Pride is on the rise in the wake of Trump's tariff threat, especially in Quebec. Sige, play natin. Just a portion of this report ang i-play natin. Merong mga interview sila dito sa mga Canadians.
It can be tough living in Canada, especially on cold winter days like these. But ask a Canadian how they feel about their country being threatened by crippling tariffs, and you'll get answers like this.
Of course, we love Canada, man. It's the best country in the world.
I'm very happy to see how Quebecers and Canadian react in general. I think we just want to be respected.
Across the country, pride in Canada is up, according to a new Angus Reid poll, but nowhere more than here in Quebec.
C'est certain que ce qui arrive avec Trump, ben, ça renforce le nationalisme canadien. C'est une bonne chose.
Trump is reinforcing Canadian pride, he says, and it's a good thing.
C'est sûr, oui, parce qu'on se sent menacé. C'est certain que faut serrer les coudes.
We feel threatened, she says. We have to stick together.
Ayan ano, sabi nung isa, Trump is reinforcing Canadian pride. Diba? Tapos sabi nung isa din, ano, we feel threatened. Kaya dapat united ngayon ang Canadians. I'll give you some numbers regarding the survey na binanggit. Okay? Between December and February, fairly recent, okay? Sa mga Quebecers, those who said they were very proud or proud to be Canadian increased by 13 points, okay? From 45% to 58%. According to an Angus Reid poll, ayan, conducted online. That is in Quebec, kung saan may pinakamataas na tinaas. Pero sabi dito, the poll recorded an average increase in national pride across Canada of 9 points, from 58% to 67%. Pakita ko na nga sa inyo, ano ba yan? Yan, okay. Same report from CTV. Sabi din dito, the poll also tracked a spike in the number of Canadians who said they have a deep emotional attachment to Canada. Okay? From 30% to 45% in Quebec, but across Canada naman, tumaas ng 10%, from 49% to 59%. Sabi nung isang in-interview nila, director ng McGill Institute for the Study of Canada, there is a sense of unity in adversity, and identification with Canada is being used as a kind of shield against Trump. Oh, di ba? Naalala nyo sometime last week, I uploaded an episode about Buy Canadian. I mentioned there a Facebook group talking about Canadian products, Canadian-made products. No? Ito, piliin yung produkto, itong brand na ito, wag na itong US brand na ito, yung ganun. At that time last week, kaka-join ko lang dun eh. I think about 200,000 members ang meron nun at that time. Ngayon, a week later, alam niyo kung ilan na? Aba, more than 900,000 na ang miyembro ng grupong ito sa Facebook. Ang made in Canada, Canadian products. Grabe yung Genamp, di ba? Siguro, in a few days, 1 million na ang members nito. At tuloy-tuloy lang, no, ang usapan ng mga tao dito tungkol sa Buy Canadian. Even if hindi natuloy yung 25% tariffs on all goods made from Canada, sinasabi dito, hindi, tuloy pa rin natin itong movement na ito. Ang nakakatuwa dito, napansin ko, dahil nga member ako nito, no, may mga US citizens, Americans, who joined this group to express support for their Canadian friends. Express support for Canada. Let me show you, Papakita ko sa inyo. I-search ko lang tong word na American. Okay? Lalabas naman siguro yung mga yan. Ito. Just posted yesterday. Sabi dito, American going to Windsor tomorrow to shop. I have friends that want ketchup chips and the dressed chips. However, I want to get some fun, good Canadian goods. Please hit me with don't miss it places to go and what to buy places to eat. I only live about 40 minutes from Canada, so I may do this once a month. So if I don't get it this time, then the next time. Planning to be around Walker. Ayan. O, diba? Mamimili daw siya sa Canada. At mamimili na rin siya para sa kanyang mga kaibigan. O, diba? O, isa pa to. Posted February 6. Sabi, American here, headed to Canada tomorrow to do some shopping. Regular grocery mostly. I have a party to go to tomorrow evening and would love to bring some things to share. Tell me your favorite Canadian treats so I should pick up to bring. I'm crossing the border at Fort Erie. And you know, in the comment section, napansin ko, ang daming may ilan akong nakikita talaga ng mga Americans din na parang, oy, nandito ako para suportahan kayo. dahil sa mga nangyayari nga dito sa amin. Mga ganun, no? Nakakatuwa naman. So I guess this movement is really making an impact. Again, related dun sa mga una nating diniscuss. Klarong unity na nakikita natin, ano, epekto ni Trump. Ito na lang siguro ang pinaka-positibong epekto ng mga ginagawa ni Trump. At ito papakita sa inyo, no? This report is talking about how quick retail stores felt yung effect nitong Buy Canadian movement. Ramdam agad in the stores. Yan ito. Part lang ulit ng report ito ang aking papakita.
The Buy Canadian movement has become a huge force in the last week alone, changing how and where people shop.
A vast amount of people are only purchasing made in Canada products.
Grocery store owners like Marilyn Dibb are astounded by just how quickly Canadians have dumped American products in the wake of President Donald Trump's tariff threats.
They are completely boycotting the American-made product.
And at the Canada-US border, officials are reporting a huge drop in southbound traffic at some ports of entry. In Blaine, Washington, near Vancouver, wait times were just 5 minutes, down from the usual 19 minutes on a Sunday, let alone Super Bowl Sunday. All of that has some US lawmakers furious with the president.
It unnecessarily harms a relationship with Canada that's been such a good relationship.
O, diba? Nakita nyo? Pati daw yung mga tumatawid papuntang US, nabawasan. Yun yung ini-imply nung datang nabanggit kanina, no? Which also is part of the Buy Canadian movement na rin. Because instead of vacationing in the US, many, actually thousands of Canadians reportedly have started canceling their scheduled trips to the US. At instead, they are deciding to vacation within Canada na lang. Diba? At alam nyo, naglabas agad rin ng statement. Isang asosasyon ng mga travel agents yata ito sa Canada. Tingnan nyo warning of the potential results of itong pag-cancel ng mga Canadians na kanilang mga US trips. Ayan. This is from the US Travel Association. Released February 3. Dito ko lang nalaman, no, ang laki pala ng contribution ng Canadian tourists sa American economy every year. Diba? Ito sabi dito. Canada is the top source of international visitors to the United States with 20.4 million visits in 2024, generating $20.5 billion in spending and supporting 140 American jobs. Okay, sabi dito, ang 10% reduction na lang dyan sa Canadian travel could mean 2 million fewer visits or $2.1 billion in lost spending and 14,000 job losses. Wow! Ito yung sinasabi nilang impact. Meron kasi ditong diba? Why would they release this press release? Because they are worried and probably seeing the number of Canadians suddenly canceling yung mga scheduled trips nila. Malaki talaga ang nakakontribute ng mga turista, diba? Hindi lang naman airfare yan. Gastos nila sa mga restaurants. At ang sabi pa, Canadians, when they go to the US, one of their main goals is to shop, diba? Shopping. Okay, ito sabi dito, the top 5 most visited states by Canadians. Florida, California, Nevada, New York, and Texas could see declines in retail and hospitality revenue as shopping is a top leisure activity for Canadian visitors. It was so amazing, the immediate response of Canadians dito sa mga banta ni Trump. Ang bilis, di ba? Isipin nyo, that Facebook group, I think it really is not just going to end dito lang sa phase na ito. Sana phase lang, no? Itong rift with Donald Trump. I think it's also making Canadians think that dapat for the longer term, itong Buy Canadian movement. There are now, mga social media posts saying na it's about time that we depend less on the US. So we'll see. We'll see how this turns out for now. Diba? Sabi ko nga sa una kong tanong sa inyo, isa ba kayo sa mga nagmo-monitor nito? I will continue monitoring this. In a way, it's sad rin, tulad nung sinabi nung isang official from Texas. Biglang nasira yung good, friendly relationship ng US and America, ng US at Canada, ng mga Americans and Canadians. But we'll see. I'm sure things will turn around, hopefully for the best, no? But yeah, I'll end this episode here. Let me know your thoughts down there in the comment section. I'll see you guys in the next one. Bye!